Welcome back. So things are moving along quite quickly now with things with the 3D printer. So these are the end caps for the wing strakes, and I've done them in two different parts, and obviously they're going to be glued together and then the molds pulled off of that. And I meant to show you last time, this is that sample one we did, the little tiny one, and as you can see most of everything pulled out of there, but because it's so small it was difficult, or actually impossible there, to get that last bottom bit out without wasting a bunch of time. So anyway, but that's how that one came out. So now we're on to milling the plugs for the winglets. So this is the first one, the right outer side winglet. Foam platform created, foam up there, and the machine running again. And now that we've proven that the heater system is going to work, Jeff here is wiring up the relays and getting everything ready, so when the controller arrives it'll all be dialed in. So I've been experimenting with a 3D printer, trying different things, and so now I've decided to print these ribs without having all the support on the inside. So basically flip them up the other way, so they're printed sort of like a cup or like a bowl, and they're actually working out really well. And also that reduced the print time because it didn't have to print any of the support and uses less material as well. So the print time now is about 8 to 9 hours instead of about 12 hours for each one. And things are moving along with the winglet, and here it's just creating a little indentation there where one of the access panels will be, so you can access the rudder control system. Yeah, didn't really have too many issues with these, even though it's been a little while since I milled a big plug like this. But this is sort of, again, the plugs are getting smaller and smaller. And here we are a little bit further along. This time got the ball mill in and just doing this little sort of transition on the flange. And because that transition is concave, the only way to really do it is with the ball mill like that. And here's those first set of 3D printed ribs, and they've just been glued there to a piece of melamine board, and then we've got the rubber profile around the edge there, and obviously they've been waxed and everything as well, so they're ready to have the black top coat put on. And this is the first of the upper wing skin mold, so it's been released from the plug, and as you can see, came out really well. So that one just needs to be trimmed around the outside now, and it's all ready to go, ready to lay up. So we're getting close to having all the different molds ready for laying up the wing skins. We've just got one more upper wing skin one to go right now. And here's those two small guys now, and you see Devon's putting on the black top coat there, so it gets 2 coats of that, and then fiberglass, a couple of different layers of fiberglass put over there, and we'll see how those ones turn out possibly tomorrow, but I believe they still need to have heavy put on them after they're done today. And here's that winglet plug off the machine now, and just getting a little bit of cleanup there where the transitions are from the flange to the main area, as you can see Chris is doing there. And Jeff and Roberto, they're using the hot wire just to trim off some of the extra foam and just sort of make it conform to the rest of the shape, because you couldn't get down there with the machine to mill that just because it's too steep on that side. So they're just doing it by hand. And here you can see the guys are laying down the first layer of fiberglass on there. Actually, this only gets one layer of fiberglass, and so it can get sprayed with the putty on there and then go back on the machine. So moving along fairly quickly with this one, because considering we only just created the platform yesterday, it's already getting glassed. And here are those little guys again with the fiberglass laid up over the top of them, and I believe they have 1 or 2 layers. I'm not sure there. I wasn't really following along with what was going on there, but anyway, they're halfway done. And here's that one you saw starting on the machine earlier, so it's finished now, and as you can see, it sort of came out nicely. A little bit of kind of thin fibers in the middle there, but basically it's much stronger. I did a heavier wall thickness in that, and actually it's much stronger than the other one, so it's going to work out better. And not wasting any time, this is the second one of the outer winglet, so this is the one for the left hand side of the aircraft, and already up on the machine, and quite a lot of milling already done on that one. So just getting 2 new plugs ready for the guys now. And Jeff is pretty much finished with getting this thing sorted out. We're still waiting on that controller. Should be here tomorrow or the next day, and but everything's already set, all the relays all tested and stuff, so that's good to go. And here's that first winglet plug. It's all glassed and just has to cure, and it'll be ready to have some putty sprayed on there and go back on the machine again. And there you can see those little indentations. Those are for the access panels for the rudder controls. So anyway, that one's done now, and the other one's still running on the machine, but moving along quite nicely. And this is that upper wing skin mold, and Chris and Roberto there trimming around the edges there and sanding it and cleaning it all up. So that one will be all ready. So we can lay up that wing skin. Actually, it's going to probably be a little while before we lay up the wing skin parts, but we just wanted to get all the molds and everything ready. So when it comes time, we just basically pull the molds out and away we go. And as you can see there, Roberto's just using the little right angle sander there just to finish off the edge, and Chris is using the 5-inch saw to trim off most of the rough stuff. And here's the matching half rib for that one that I showed you just before, and this just finished this evening. And as you can see, that one came out super nice, so I'm going to keep using those same settings for wall thickness and use the same techniques to print them upside down like the way it's sitting there, because I'm really happy with how that's working out. And lastly, all the turbo reshipment gear is going to be arriving on Thursday. So in the meantime, I've got all the aluminum tube and everything I need for some of the intake side now. So this is the first section here that's going to go from the intercooler there that you're looking at there and down, and then basically swing around and go into the throttle body, so into the intake of the engine. So I figured out all the angles and everything like that using SolidWorks, and so I'll be cutting some of those pipes soon. Anyway, that's our update for the first half of this week, and thanks again for watching.